Group of aliens visits a human amusement park, expecting fun but ends up terrified by roller coasters and haunted houses. It was a quiet, star-filled night when a sleek silver spaceship descended silently into an empty lot behind Earth's largest amusement park, Wonder World. Out stepped 4 aliens from the planet Xantheria, their shimmering blue-green skin glinting in the dim light. The leader, a tall alien with an elongated head and 4 bright eyes named Zog, clapped his tentacled hands together in excitement. "All right, team," Zog said, his voice vibrating with enthusiasm. "Earth is known for its amusement parks, places humans go for fun. Today we'll see just how amusing Earth entertainment can be." "Oh, I've been studying Earth customs all month," piped up Zib, the smallest alien with antennae that bounced as he spoke. "They love thrilling experiences like roller coasters and haunted houses. It sounds amazing." "I don't know, Zib," grumbled Grebe, who had extra-large eyes that made him look perpetually nervous. "This place seems intense. Do we really need thrills?" But before Grebe could finish, Zog led the group confidently toward the park entrance. They were clad in long trench coats, hats, and sunglasses, hoping to blend in with the humans. They entered the park and were instantly mesmerized by the dazzling lights, the smells of popcorn and cotton candy, and the sounds of laughter and screams blending together. "This is it, team," Zog announced. "The human experience." Their first stop was the roller coaster towering above them, flashing lights casting eerie shadows as it wound through its dizzying loops. A group of teenagers nearby was screaming in joy as the cars shot down a steep drop. Zig, the quietest of the group, and fascinated by the way humans showed fear and excitement, tilted his head. "Why are they screaming if they enjoy it?" "Let's find out," Zog declared. He led the group toward the line, and soon they were seated in the roller coaster cars. As the ride climbed higher and higher, Grebe's eyes grew wider. He gripped the metal bar tightly. "Zog, are we supposed to be this high up? We're not meant for heights." His voice wavered. "Oh, Grebe, relax," Zib chirped, though he too looked a bit tense. "We're here for fun." "Right, Zog. Of course," Zog replied, though even he was clutching the bar tightly. Then came the first drop. The coaster plummeted down at breakneck speed, and all 4 aliens shrieked, their normally blue-green faces shifting to a faint purple with fear. Zog's hat flew off as his 4 eyes stretched wide, while Zib's antennae were plastered against his head by the force of the drop. Zig, who rarely spoke, let out a high-pitched yelp. When the coaster finally came to a stop, they stumbled off, tentacles trembling. "Humans call that fun," gasped Grebe, his entire form still shaking. "Maybe it takes getting used to?" Zog suggested, wobbling slightly but trying to look dignified. "Let's try something else," Zib said, catching his breath. "Look, there's a cozy-looking house over there. Let's explore that." The group shuffled toward a Victorian mansion, decorated with spider webs and eerie lighting. A sign over the entrance read, "Haunted House, enter if you dare." "What's a haunted house?" Zig asked, curious despite himself. "According to my studies," Zib said confidently, "humans enjoy being frightened by things that aren't real. This place should be very mild compared to the roller coaster." The aliens nodded in agreement and stepped inside, the door creaking as it closed behind them. The dark room was filled with shadows and eerie sounds. They inched forward cautiously, their eyes darting from one corner to another. "See?" Zib whispered. "It's all fake. Nothing to be scared o—" Before he could finish, a figure dressed in ragged clothing lunged out from a corner, letting out a moaning wail. Zog jumped back with a shriek, his tentacles flaring. "Humans call this entertainment?" he hissed, clutching his chest where his hearts were thumping wildly. "Just a hologram," Zib whispered, trying to sound calm but looking visibly shaken. "It's all in good fun." The group crept further inside, navigating dark, twisting hallways and rooms filled with unsettling props. In one room, a figure rose slowly from a coffin, reaching out with ghostly arms. Zig gave a small scream, quickly covering his mouth. Zog narrowed his eyes. "This is absurd. I'm not afraid of—" Just then, a skeleton leaped out from a closet, its hollow eyes staring straight at Zog. Zog bolted, accidentally knocking Grebe over, and the two scrambled to regain their footing. "I'm starting to think humans have a strange idea of fun," Grebe stammered, his wide eyes glancing over his shoulder to ensure nothing else was lurking nearby. I agree," Zog admitted, his voice trembling. "But we've come this far. We'll face whatever is in here. For science." Determined to make it through, the group pushed forward, only to be met by a hallway that seemed endless, with walls that dripped with strange green liquid and flickering lights. Halfway down the hall, a chilling whisper echoed around them. "Get out!" "Oh, believe me, I want to," Grebe whimpered, clinging to Zog's trench coat. They finally burst out the exit, their disguises askew, breathing heavily. "Enough," Zog gasped. "Roller coasters, haunted houses, humans are maniacs." "I'm with you, Zog," Zig said, his quiet voice firm for once. "This planet is insane." Zib, however, looked thoughtfully back at the haunted house. "Well, perhaps it's just a unique form of bonding. Humans are strange, but they seem to enjoy it together." The others gave him a skeptical look, but Zib just shrugged. They walked through the park, a little more subdued, but still curious about human pastimes. They stopped to try more gentle rides, the carousel, which was thankfully tame, and the Ferris wheel, where they admired the view without the terror of drops or surprises. Finally, as dawn was approaching, they gathered by the exit. "Well," Zog said, looking at each of them, "I think we can all agree that human entertainment is intense." "Yes," Zig replied, nodding. "But we survived it, didn't we?" "Barely," muttered Grebe, adjusting his sunglasses to cover his wide, wary eyes. As they reboarded their spaceship, Zib took one last look at Wonderworld, a small smile on his face. "Maybe humans are on to something," he murmured. "But perhaps next time, a zoo or museum." The group agreed as they lifted off, leaving Earth's wild world of thrills behind with a newfound respect and a good dose of bewilderment toward human entertainment.